Our Father of heaven is good, and his mercy is everlasting. And everything that he's done for us, he's done it in order that he can show us a new way of living. In the book of St. John, chapter number 14, the Messiah is speaking to his disciples because he's about ready to go. And it says here, do not let your heart be troubled. The reason that he's telling them this is that he's told them that I'm going away. A new commandment I'm going to give you, and that you love one another. And by this secret, this love, shall all men know that you are my followers, you're my disciples. And so when we talk about not letting our hearts be troubled, he's talking about out of an understanding that we should walk in love. That love should be our primary thoughts. Love should be the focus of our day. Love should be the focus of our relationship between the Almighty, between ourselves and others, and between a love that we have for ourselves as he has. You see, the love that he has for us is not predicated on our own values, but it is something that he's given to us when he gave us our first breath. That was love. So loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That was love. And all he wanted us to do is to believe in him, love, that we could have all of the things that he has designed for us. And so in order to have a peaceful heart, you must realize that the foundation for that is love. And so we, on a daily basis, must make the decision to realize that that is the way of truth, that's the way of life, that's the way of peace. If you love me, keep my sayings, follow me, and realize that all I've ever done is because of love. He so loved the entire world, all of humanity, that he gave his only begotten son. So love starts out with the giving of a gift. And that gift that he's given to you, whether you recognize it and realize it today, is the sacrifice of the Messiah on a cross. He says, I'm giving him to you. I am giving his life. I'm sacrificing his life. Wherever you are hurting, wherever you've been betrayed, whatever you're going through in life, I have given him as a sacrifice for your peace, for you to experience what love is all about. You see, without the Messiah coming, we would have not really been introduced to the love of the Father. So the Father does not allow things to happen to us without an expression of himself to say, I am giving you a way out of it. I'm giving you the truth that will set you free. I'm giving you new life, and that life is in my Son, who is a gift given to you. You see, once we have that understanding that he can give the gift to us, but we must receive that gift. This is what he's speaking with his disciples in his last moments before he's going to be crucified. That you should love one another, even as I have loved you. And by this, you understand a new understanding about life. Life without love is life without the Messiah. And so this is something that as we go in life, that he is the way to love. He is the truth about love. And he is the life of love. So if you don't understand what you're going to do, go to his life, read about his life, realize that he is giving you some directions about how to grow in love. You see, love cannot be worked out without having trauma. It cannot be seen without having things that perhaps are not going your way. Love stands the test of troubles in this world. All the troubles, all the complaints, all the pain in the world today has come from people who, in one way or another, have not really been introduced to love. And when you're not introduced to love, then you cannot love, because love requires a sacrifice. The Almighty says he loved the world so much that he gave his best, his finest, his greatest gift to you in order that you could allow, watch this, his life to be lived through your life. You see, it's a difference if many people try to live this life. He doesn't want you to live your life trying to live his life. You must receive his life. And once you receive his life, then his life will be lived through you. Humble yourself, submit yourself, give yourself to him on a regular basis. It's a process. You don't get this overnight. But you are taught this by the power of the Holy Spirit, that the only way that I can be successful, I must give myself to the Creator who sent his Son to die for me. I cannot live love. I cannot do love. I don't have it within me. But I do have an answer, and that answer is the Holy Spirit. He will lead and guide us into all truth, which deals with love. By this shall all men know that you are my people, through love. It is the love that he has for you, that he wants you to have toward yourself, toward him, and toward others. You cannot create this. You must surrender to it. And love doesn't come without paying a price. Love comes from the sacrifice, the pain, the separation, the hardships that you go through. And these are values that you begin to realize. The only way that I can get out of this, I must believe in the love that brought the Messiah into this world. I love you. That's what he's saying. You're making worse mistakes. He keeps saying, I love you. I want you to learn this. When you seem as though nothing is going right, he's still saying, I love you. When you blow it, mess up, do things that perhaps you thought you'd never do, he will never tell you, I hate you. He's saying, I love you. And he says that because I want you to reflect upon how much I love you by looking at the suffering and the agony and the pain that I allowed the person that was the closest to me, my only begotten Son, on your behalf. The Almighty is love. He is the value of love. That's the reason he was willing to give his only begotten Son, because he created you to be a person to receive love and to give love, not only now in this physical world, but throughout eternity. Do you not know that that's what eternity is all about? A valley and peace and joy and love and all the descriptions of love, gentleness and kindness and goodness. That's what love is all about. That's why he sent his only begotten Son, that you can enter into an atmosphere of love, not only in this life, but forever. Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. That deals with love coming, love going. The Bible lets us know that that love is so profound that the lion shall lie down with the lamb. All things that were against love will be separated from us forever. He says, come unto me, all the burdened and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's rest from hate, rest from anxiety, that you can enter into love, peace, joy, gentleness, kindness, forgiveness, and all the things that love has come to do in our lives. You know what? Some of us even need to love ourselves. Someone said to me the other day that how can that happen? How can I love myself? The only way you can love yourself is by realizing that you cannot love yourself without his love. Many people live thinking that they love themselves, but every time you look at their lives, they're killing, stealing, and taking from life. Eating improper foods is saying, I'm attacking my body. I don't love my body. I will not give my body the exercise. I will not give my body the proper foods. All of those things says I don't love myself. When you love yourself, realize that he is important to you and that his love is important to you, you would take the proper rest. You would take the proper foods. You participate in the proper discipline of making sure that you have the things essential for life, drinking more water, doing the things that he would do when he walked 70 miles in one day. So we've come to a place where if we want to make it, we must realize that that's the way. That's the way he wants us to live, following the Messiah. Apostle Paul said, follow me, love, as I follow love. In all the world today, the missing factor in all of our lives is that we think we know love, but all we know is selfishness. Love think it's no evil. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is meek. When we start living in that life, you'll realize that your heart will no longer be troubled. You are now believing in love. He says you believe in love, you also believe in Yahweh. You believe in love, you'll believe in the Messiah. You believe in love, you will follow him because he has prepared a place called love for you. He is that love. He is that truth. He is that life. Living the love life 24 hours requires discipline. It requires patience. It requires kindness. It requires wisdom. It requires for you to be open to the truth that comes with the world to come, which will be filled with love. Love every single moment. Oh, how great it is to realize that he came into this world so that you can enjoy love forever and forever and forever and forever. There will be no more hate, no more malice, no more murders, no more killing, no more stealing. All things will be in complete accord with the principles of love. It's not over there that we begin to do that. It's over here. He says, love the Almighty with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and your neighbor, mankind, as yourself. And so the love factor deals with three dimensions: love of the Father, love of others, love of yourself. You cannot really love yourself until you realize that you must love him first, because he is the love that you're looking for. No man can really move in life without the discovery that there's something greater than just being born. There is a thing called being born again, or being born into love, birth into love, righteousness, peace, and joy. And you can't get that overnight. You must follow his leadership. You must begin to spend time with him in a private place every single day to be reinforced with love. You must receive this love in the morning when you awaken. You must receive this love when you go into the prayer hours, which are start at 9 in the morning, 12 noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., 12 midnight, 3 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning. These are called the prayer hours. Every 3 hours, you can report into love. Go there. And when you begin to do that on a regular basis, you can be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And then when you can have your mind renewed, you must spend time in the Word. You must realize that reading the Word can transform you. I give you all an opportunity. Why don't you begin to read the Word where you can read it through, perhaps in 3 months. Some of you may read it through in 2 months. Some can read it through in a month. But focus on allowing your mind to meditate and read love. All the love is focused in his word. That's why he sent his word, that you may learn the secrets of love. And when we come to that place, you do not need to change yourself. Spending time with his word on a regular basis every day, reading that word, spending time thinking in that word, and you'll be transformed by the renewing of love, and peace and joy and gentleness in the Holy Spirit. I want you to know that we love you with the love that only comes from him. We cannot love you in our own selves. So each of us must walk in that pathway of love. And by this, shall all men know that you are my disciples by the way you love one another. May the Almighty be with you and bless you. Be safe, stay with peace, and continue to know that He is for you. Until next time. And feel free to leave a comment below. God bless you.